Hello and welcome here to the first race of the PWRL World Championship here at Watkins, Glen. Starting on the pole for today's race, receiving the McGuire's pole award is Zach Austin. Starting right next to him is going to be Joseph Clark. The drivers to watch out for today are going to be Brandon Bayne. He's been very good on these road courses. He's won 2 in a row in the PWRL Sony Indy Car Series, so expect him to be contending for this world championship. But anyways, we're going to give you the rest of the starting lineup, and we'll be right back to bring you the green flag. Here we go. Pace car heads in. Zach Austin and Joseph Clark going to lead them down to the green flag. We are racing here at Watkins, Glen. Zach Austin, you got a great start as we're going to head down into the first corner. Joseph Clark, he's going to pull down to the inside line and come into second. Little car sliding off the course there and coming up through the S's. Zach Austin leaves him. Here comes Brandon Bayne in the 34 car. He's going for third here. He started this race in the fifth position, and now he's going for third as we're coming down into the bus stop. And now he will take third place. And now Joseph Clark has fallen back. He's fallen to fourth, and he's getting under pressure from Tracy Moore. And the caution flag is out. Caution is out. Zach Austin's currently the leader. Thomas McCook is in second. As William Duncan is involved. Looks like Brody Bailey. And more wreck up ahead. More wreck. Well, we know that the many cars are involved, but right now Zach Austin is out in front as we're not racing at the regular Watkins Glen. We're racing the loop, so it's a lot longer. About 3.18 miles, I believe. But Zach Austin out in front, the pole sitter. So coming down to the final two corners. Thomas McCook is in second. Brandon Bayne is in third. And Joseph Clark fourth. And Tracy Moore is your top 5. As now Zach Austin hits the wall coming off the final corner. Thomas McCook's going to go by him under the caution flag, and he will take it. So, whoa. That's probably a heavy damage on Zach Austin's car, but the caution flag is out for the first time today. Let's see what happened. Okay, here's what we're under the caution for the first time today. William Duncan tried to make it 3 wide. Got together with Brody Bailey, and that's a hard hit. Look at that 3 car of Taylor Acosta up in the air. But there's more wrecking up ahead. They're gonna go find Hunter Zanders. Oh, he's back here. Hunter Zanders right here. Here's Hunter Zanders as they're trying to settle back down and they're heading into the corner. They all make contact. Jake Baskinger is going to hit the wall hard, and so does Hunter Zanders right there. As we'll get another look at that right now. Okay, here's what happened. They're just bottling it up into this corner after that wreck. Watch Jake Baskinger hit this wall. He's going to slide down, hit the tire barriers, and he's going to drill it. That's a really hard hit for him. The 44 of just Jeffrey Finn guy. He goes for a slide, and Dion Scott gets involved. Brendan Patterson, another favorites to win this race because he's a road course racer. But just a tough break for some of these guys. They will not be contending for this win. And we'll get back for the green flag. Here we go. We're having some pit stops here on lap 2 out of 18. As we had a caution flag on lap number 1 with a pretty good amount of cars taken out. William Duncan is one and many others. So they're coming down this long pit road. Here everybody came in, it seems like. Yeah, and everybody's going to pull into their pit stalls. The pole sitter, Zach Austin, going to pull into his pit stall. And let's see who's going to come out first. Some of these guys are going to have really good pit stops. It looks like most of them are going to be 4 tire entire pit stops. As 2 cars are already out and away. Can't tell who that is. They're going to lead him off pit road. Brandon Bayne, he will come out 4th. Thomas Mickeycook 3rd. John Dillon 4th. And Joseph Clark 5th. And Zach Austin still stuck on pit road, trying to repair that damage that he got on coming off the final corner. And now he'll come out. So we just had some pit stops, and we'll be right back after this. Here we go. Mason Wood's going to lead him back down to the green flag. And I believe he is the leader. And him and Jasmine Acosta got off to a big jump, as they are the 2 leaders. And man, they got a jump. Mason Wood out in front. Jasmine Acosta in the 021 car will follow. Brandon Bayne is now pulled into 3rd. His car looks very fast here today. One of the favorites to win this entire world championship. And right now he is showing how good he is. As right now he has a podium finish, and I believe they're 3 wide back here, as they were, as Mason Wood will lead him down into the bus stop here, as now he is pulled out to a little bit bigger lead, pulled away from Jasmine Acosta. But Brandon Bayne is down into 3rd, Thomas Mickeycook 4th, and Joseph Clark 5th as the outside pulser. John Dillon side by side there with Richard Johnson. They head into this corner right here. It's going to get a little tight. That's where we had a wreck. Finish off in that corner. So far we are green. And oh, there's a wreck behind. I think I just jinxed it. Evan Gattuso seems to be a part of it. Seth Cole's caution flag is out. Mason Wood is out in front as he is pulling out of a pretty big lead. But it's not going to last for long because of the caution flag. Jasmine Acosta is in 2nd. Brandon Bayne. It would be a really big if Brandon Bayne could pull this off and get a win. Because in the PWRL Sony Indy Car Series, he has flat out dominated the series. He's going to slide off just a little bit. And Mason Wood leads them down to the caution flag. And let's see what happened to bring out our second caution of the day. Okay, here we go. While Mason Wood is out in front and enjoying the view, his teammate Zach Austin, the pole sitter, not having too much luck. Him and Seth Cole get together and watch this hit. Boom! Both slam into the wall, and they slide down into this corner as more cars just start piling in here now. Peter Saviano gets involved. Nicole Sanchez, Taylor Acosta. And who's that smoking up there? That is Zach Austin, the pole sitter. Not the way that he wanted to end his day. But 2 big wrecks that will take out really good contenders early. But that's what happened to bring up the second caution of the day, and we'll be right back for some pit stops. This just in, Mason Wood, the leader, he is on the grass. He's basically on the apron. And that's probably a technical issue for that number 10 car, as this is not good. As he's going to be coming down pit road, that will leave Jasmine Acosta, the leader, Brandon Bayne 2nd, and Joseph Clark 3rd. But they're not coming down to the restart. They're coming down to take their pit stops, and Mason Wood he's done for the day, as he has a technical issue. Let's get a cockpit view of him. It's hard to tell. You could hear a little buzzy noise from his car, so you know that there is definitely an issue, as that is not good for the leader. But I'll leave Jasmine Acosta, the leader, coming down pit to take the pit stops, and we will be right back for some pit stops, I guess. Here they come down pit road. Some cars staying out, some cars coming in. As you see there now, there's Mason Wood. He's coming down pit road. His day is done. Many cars stayed out. It seems like the leaders came in. Can't tell. That looks like Joseph Clark, the leader, and Tyler Manson 2nd. No, that's John Dillon 2nd. But cars coming in. Thomas Mickeycook right now, the first guy in his pit stall. as Brandon Bayne. He's going to come off first. Another great pit stop for his team, but they're going to have to make up a lot of ground. But still, we're very early in the race. Lots of time left to gain some ground. And since we just had some pit stops, we'll be back for the green flag. Here we go. We're coming down to take the green flag. We have 24 cars left on the racetrack. Everybody else has retired. Joseph Clark, the outside pole sitter, is going to lead him back down to the green flag. Green flag is back out. The top two again got a great jump. A couple cars coming down pit road. But here comes John Dillon in that number 23 car. He is coming in here now, as he's going to try to look for the lead. Won't be able to do it coming off that corner, as we're going to head down into the S's. Joseph Clark stayed out in front mostly all day long, even though we're only on lap 7. John Dillon trying to run him down. It's Jordan Ippolito in the number 22 car right there in 3rd, and Reese Gallighan right there in 4th. There's Josh Cullen, he's in 5th. Brandon Bayne is in 6th right now. Great job by him, as we're still green flag. Checking the back, make sure we're not wrecking. Seems like we're good. Yes, we are. Emilio Navarre, all these guys are off the pace. Tyler Manson, Rhett Yates, I think they came down pit road when the green flag came out. But Joseph Clark still the leader here as we're heading down in, I forgot what turn this is, but we finally going to get a green flag run as we're heading down the hill and back up the hill. Single file through most of the field. These guys are way off the pace. Let's see who's right now in 15th, 14th. Thomas Biggercook's in 14th, I believe, right now. Right now, he has gotten the final points position, as you want to finish in the top 15 to get some points. If you don't, you're just going to get nothing. So far, we're good. We have completed our first green flag lap of the day. Here now is John Dillon. He's got passed for second by Jordan Ippolito. Now Jordan Ippolito is going to try to run down Joseph Clark. So we have 11 to go, and here comes Josh Cullen, the 88. He's going to try to get around John Dillon. He's going to try the outside here. Won't be able to do it, as we're coming down into the bus stop, and now Josh Cullen will come down into the inside of John Dillon. He will have the advantage coming out of it, as he'll get on the grass just a little bit, and he will take that position away. Here comes Reese Gallighan right there in that 50 car, and Brandon Bayne's going to join the mix. As whoa, John Dillon really slowed up. He had to move to the outside. Reese Gallighan and Brandon Bayne had to check up a little bit. Now Josh Cullen is able to pull away from this mix. There's Brandon Bayne. Oh, there's Tracy Moore. But there's Brandon Bayne in that 34 Valvoline car. His teammate William Duncan has gotten out, is out of the race early. I believe he is going to finish last. And now Reese Gallighan's finally going to get underneath John Dillon. But John Dillon will have the advantage coming off the hill. Here they come. John Dillon having the preferred line. As let's see if we have a battle for the lead. Joseph Clark still out in front. Jordan Ippolito in that number 22 trying to run him down. As whoa, Joseph Clark slid a little bit up. Here comes Jordan Ippolito in that 22 trying to get a run. He might get it here in this corner. Yes, he will. He's side by side them. They're side by side in the first corner. Here comes Jordan Ippolito in the number 22. Joseph Clark, he got a little loose coming off the corner. Here comes Josh Cullen underneath for second. We're halfway here now. Things are heating up in the front. Josh Cullen and Joseph Clark battling side by side here. And Jordan Ippolito is going to be able to pull away. Thomas Mickacook is having the final points position right now in 15th, and he's all alone. Mason Wood in the 13 car, he has repaired. Oh no, he hasn't repaired. Oh no, he's back on the racetrack after having that issue. He's currently in 13th. That's a big turnaround for Mason Wood. There's Shuan Gallighan. He's another favorite to win this race. He's currently running 11th. But there's single file pretty much the entire field now. There's Jordan Ippolito's the leader. Theo Stiegel, he's in 8th. Good run for that team. But Jordan Ippolito continues to lead Josh Cullen right now, trying to run him down. Now John Dillon has gotten Joseph Clark in his reach, and he's going to try to run him down. Here comes Brandon Bayne. He's going to look for that position. Now he's ran down that 23 car. As they're single file still, as they're having a little battle back here. It looks like Connor Breton, Austin Talley, and who was it? And Jasmine Acosta were battling. There's Shuan Gallighan. He's in 12th. He should be up there in front, but the car is not handling too well, as we heard on the radio. Well, not you, but up here in the booth, he said that the car is not handling too well. And he's just trying to finish this race off and get some points as he's going underneath Jasmine Acosta here into the bus stop, and he's going to get the preferred line, but Jasmine Acosta is going to get the run. And now Mason Wood is going to go underneath Shuan Gallighan here now. Some great racing back here. Now Shuan Gallighan's going to have the preferred line to this corner, but Mason Wood still battling hard on the outside. And Richard Johnson right there, currently in 15th. He has the last points position, but here comes Thomas McCook back underneath him. Try to take that away from him. Now Mason Wood has taken position away from Shuan Gallighan. He's currently running in the 13th position, I believe. But he's just trying to keep that car inside the top 15 so he could get some points. And Brandon Bayne, he's gotten past John Dillon for 3rd. And Joseph Clark's coming down pit road. So is John Dillon. And so is the leaders. Brandon Bayne is going to stay out. He is the new leader. Looks like we're going to have a fuel mileage. And oh, there's a wreck. There's still a green flag. I wonder what those two cars are doing down there. Not too happy with each other. I think they're trying to get down pit road. And they made contact. That's not good. But the leaders come in. And I'll leave Brandon Bayne as the leader. He has a pretty big lead over Tracy Moore. And there's Austin Talley in 3rd. Connor Breton is in 4th. Mason Wood is in 5th. Shuan Gallighan is in 7th. Thomas McCook is in 8th. Peter Saviano is in 9th. And Nicole Sanchez rounds up your top 10. But Brandon Bayne, currently the leader. He might have to come down pit road this time by. But green flag pit stops at Watkins Glen is going to be really tough to come back. As Brandon Bayne has a huge lead over Tracy Moore in that 51 car. Let's see if anybody is off pit road. I believe they are. Yes, they all are. John Dillon comes off last. Reese Valican right there. Jasmine Acosta, Taylor Acosta, Theo Stiegel, Evan Gattuso, Joseph Clark, Josh Cullen, and Jordan Ippolito, who's the leader when he came down pit road. But Rhett Yates, he's off the pace, but Jordan Ippolito, did he make the right move, and can he catch up to these guys who are going to be coming down pit road? As they are coming down pit road. And who stayed out? That was Mason Wood. Mason Wood trying to roll the dice here at Watkins Glen. Trying to score his first win of this season. And this will really help him out here in the points. But Mason Wood, he's been out front sort of this race. He had that problem under caution. I believe he ran out of fuel. But I don't think he has enough to finish this race, as he is all alone right now, which is good. John Dillon, he is back there. and 16th. All these guys trying to catch up. As more cars on our, they're all coming off pit road. Some are coming in. Brandon Bayne, he is still stuck on pit road. And now he will come out. He's got a little love tap there from Tyler Manson. Sorry. But Brandon Bayne right now trying to finish inside the top 15 to get some points for his team and for himself. As we're also having team points. See whoever could. As the caution flag is out. The caution is out. Mason Wood is the leader. Who wrecked? Who wrecked? Caution flag is out. This is gonna shake things up. Was it Taylor Acosta? I think it was Taylor Acosta. But the caution flag is out for the for the third time today. Mason Wood leaves him back down to the green flag. This is gonna shake things up. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Here is what happened to bring out the caution flag. Two teammates, John Dillon and Taylor Acosta, coming off this corner, make some contact, and Taylor Acosta gets into that little guardrail, and that's what brought out the caution flag for the third time today. And we'll be back for the possibly the final restart of the day. Mason Wood is gonna have to come down pit road for his final pit stop of the day. Couldn't save enough fuel, as he said on the radio when we were offline. Just couldn't save enough, so him and his team decided to come down pit road, and hopefully we could get enough fuel and get inside the top 15 to get some points. There's more cars coming down pit road. These cars were way off the pace, just trying to get things ready. As T.O. Bayne, actually, he is in there, and I believe that's Reese Gallighan. These three guys, I guess they couldn't make it on fuel, or they got some damage under the caution flag. But tough going for Mason Wood, as he had to make a late race pit stop. We'll be back for the green flag. Here we go. We're gonna have 4 to go as the pace car will head in. Jordan Ippolito, Joseph Clark, and Josh Coleman are the top 3. Green flag is back out. The top 3 got a great start. Joseph Clark is all over Jordan Ippolito's back bumper as we head down going down the hill and heading to turn number 1. Here they go. Jordan Ippolito currently the leader. Here comes Joseph Clark, the outside pole sitter. He is coming into second. He's going to look for the lead into the S's. Here comes Joseph Clark to the inside of Jordan Ippolito, as he's going to battle hard on the outside line. Here comes Joseph Clark to the lead, trying to get around Jordan Ippolito. Jordan Ippolito's not going to give up any single inch, as he's battling really hard, as now Jordan Ippolito is going to lose out into this oh no, he's going to battle hard back on the outside. I mean, here comes Connor Breton. Here comes Connor Breton. He's going to look for the lead now. He's going to go to the outside of Joseph Clark, as now they're side by side for the lead. Seems like it's me settled between these 3 guys. Connor Breton out in front now, as Joseph Clark's going to let him go. As now Joseph Clark, he thought about making the move coming down into this corner, as he's all over Connor Breton's back bumper. As Connor Breton, he wanted to get out front here at the end of this race, as he's forming a little lead here as they came up the hill. Joseph Clark fell a little back from Connor Breton. But let's take a look back here. It's getting really close. Here, where's Brandon Bayne? He is inside the top 15. He's in 10th right now. Just can't make it up through the field. There's cars in the wall. There's still a green flag though. Jordan Ippolito thought about making the move now. It looks like they're wrecking back. They're wrecking back there. The caution flag is out. They wrecked coming off the final corner, as this is going to be it for the win, I think. Connor Breton out in front, trying to hold on and win the first race of the World Championship. Here we go. Joseph Clark in the 52 trying to get a run. Jordan Ippolito back there in third. Josh Cole and Shuan Gallighan, he's up here now. Tracy Moore, Thomas Mickacook, Reese Valican, Evan Gattuso, Jasmine Acosta, Tyler Manson, Rhett Yates, and Austin Talley. Brandon Bayne got involved in that last crash. He will not make the top 15. Here they come. Connor Breton still out in front. Looks like he has it in the bag, as he did exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to get out in front, and that's what he did, and look at what happened. He pulled away. Here they come. We're coming down to the final corners. Connor Breton and Joseph Clark. I don't think Joseph Clark has enough. As Connor Breton coming down. Here he has 2 more corners until he has it. Here he comes. Coming off this corner. 1 more corner to go, as he's gonna clear it, hopefully. Yes, he will. Coming off the final corner, Connor Breton will lead him back down to the caution flag and possibly the checkered flag. Wow. Peter Saviano is involved as well. They're racing really hard back here. Brandon Bayne, he's gonna settle for not getting any points for his team or himself, as he's trying to get as much positions as he can. He will finish 18th, as that's not what he wanted. So the caution flag is out for the 4th time today. Let's see what happened. Okay, here's what happened. Theo Seal ran out of fuel on the last lap. Brandon Bayne runs into the back of him, and it just starts chaos here. As some cars made it through, some cars didn't. As Theo Seal, he was running up there too, and they're not going to get what they wanted. Is Peter Saviano, he came down pit road when the caution came out. So let's get back to the leaders, and let's see if the race will end under caution. This is gonna be it. Connor Breton's gonna win the first race of the season. Joseph Clark's gonna get 2nd. Jordan Ippolito's gonna get 3rd. Shuan Gallighan's gonna get 4th. Great runs for Joseph Clark and Shuan Gallighan, 2 teammates. Josh Cole will finish 5th. Tracy Moore will finish 6th. Thomas Mickacook will finish 7th. Reese Valican will finish 8th. Evan Gattuso will finish 9th, and Jasmine Acosta will finish 10th. 11th is going to be Tyler Manson. 12th is going to be Rhett Yates. These guys fell off the pace early, came down pit road after the 2nd caution, and it worked out for them. As Austin Talley will get 13th. Mason Wood will get 14th, and Theo Stiegel will get 15th, the final points position. It says he's in 16th, and Mason Wood says he's in 14th. A little confusion here now. A car came down pit road as they were just taking the white flag when we were saying all this. So Theo Stiegel more than likely will get the final points position. Theo Bayne will finish 17th. There's Brandon Bayne in 18th. Just a disappointing finish for him. He stayed out in front all day long. Just got involved in that crash. John Dillon will finish 19th. Another guy who did not want to finish this race this bad. He could have stayed up there in the top 15 too. Nicole Sanchez, didn't talk about her all day. Richard Johnson stayed up there pretty much all day too. And Peter Saviano will finish in the 22nd position. But Connor Breton gets the win, and he's gonna celebrate on his first World Championship victory. As you've been watching production of the Pro World Racing League, where real racing happens, and now here are the official results and the team points.